What's up? I hope you can hear me. It's currently about 10:30 in the morning, 10:39 in the morning. I'm on my way to Charleston, South Carolina to begin a new chapter in my barber journey. And pretty much these next few minutes, I'm going to talk about my whole entire barber journey from square one to where it is now. So I started cutting hair May 2024. It is currently August 26, 2025. I am starting an apprenticeship at a barbershop September 1st in Charleston, South Carolina. So starting from square one. So last year in 2024, I had a buddy. His name was Finn G, if you're watching this, bro, you are the start. You were the start of this. You literally were. But anyway, my boy from Germany played on the UWF soccer team. And he used to get all the boys. He used to get me, all my buddies. He used to get a bunch of the people on the soccer team, a bunch of kids at UWF, University of West Florida, where I went to school. And he used to cut all of us just in his bathroom at an apartment complex. Shout out the Realm. In his apartment complex, we just go to his bathroom. He'd get us right, $15. And he was good. I mean, he was shit. He got me right every single time. And anyway, fast forward a little while, he started talking to me about how he was thinking about transferring schools because he wanted to play soccer at a bigger school. And I was just like, bro, go do it. Like, do that shit. You know, he came from Germany to go play soccer. Like, why not scale that to do something better? So he transferred from UWF to a school called High Point in North Carolina. But anyway, whenever he told me that, I was just like, bro, whenever you leave, I'm gonna learn how to cut my own hair. So he left in like April, May, and I started to learn, and I only wanted to learn because I wanted to cut my own hair. That is the only reason why I wanted to learn, because I wanted to cut my own shit. And just as I was learning, like, I just kind of stuck with it and started cutting everybody else. I was cutting my boys. I was in a fraternity. I was messaging all my boys like, yo, let me give you a free cut. And I was doing free cuts for a very long time, and I was fucking people up. Oh, let me tell you, I was fucking people up. First ever video was my boy Pedro. I had my phone with a TikTok pulled up, step-by-step tutorial on how to do a taper. And I had my phone on my bathroom counter, and I would pause it. Oh, pause. Do a step. Oh, pause it. Play it. Oh, do another step. And that was my first ever haircut. I'll throw it up right here. And that was dead ass. That was the start. I was starting to get a little bit more equipment here and there, just like a little equipment, like blah, blah, blah. And then I'd probably say about a month to 2 months in, I started charging $7. I was charging people $7 to get the haircut by me. Still at this point, I was not good. I was taking an hour and a half, like literally an hour and a half plus to finish a haircut. Scissor work, tapers, fades. Like, it was a struggle, dude. It was a struggle. From $7, I went to $12. And I was at $12 for a pretty long time. And I was doing house calls for $12. I was having people pull up to me for $12. And then I went up to $15. And then whenever I went up to $15, which was probably around December, so like 8 months ago. And then I was charging $15, and then it was about January, so 7 months ago is whenever I really sat down and was like, I want to do this. I want to pursue becoming a barber. I want to become a barber. I want to be a hairstylist. And then so I started touring a bunch of schools. I say a bunch. I toured 2 schools. And I went to this one school called AWH Barber Academy in Pensacola, Florida. I just showed up one day and I was like, hey, I saw on y'all's website that you guys did tours. I'd love to do one. I did a tour. They gave me some paperwork, and it's $15,000. It was $15,000 to complete a 6-month program. And this 6-month program was from Tuesday to Saturday, 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. So if it's Tuesday to Saturday, 8 hours a day, that only gives me Sunday and Monday to have a job. If I'm working 8 hours a day, and I'm also taking 4 classes. I'm a full-time student at the time. I'm a full-time student at this time. And so I was like, okay, if I'm a full-time student, if I have to cut down my work to only 2 days a week, and I have to pay $15,000, I'm spitting, I'm sorry. I was crying. I was doing a bunch of crying this morning. But if I have to pay $15,000 and not have a job, like, how am I going to do that? I need some kind of income, right? If I'm going to be having to quit my job and pay $15,000, I need some kind of income coming in. So, and like, they don't do that. What am I? I'm going to be working off of tips. People pay $10 for a haircut. They're going to slide me what, $5-10 bucks? Like, it's not realistic. It's not like that wasn't going to work. And alone, I couldn't do FAFSA or Pell Grant or anything because all of my FAFSA money was paying my school. I was going to UWF at the time. All right, I still am going to UWF even right now. And so that didn't work. That same day, I went to Pensacola State College and tried to do their barber program. I went there, got some information, blah blah blah, and they were like, "Hey, look, whenever it opens up, like, be ready to do it." You know what I'm saying? Like, it fills up quick. There's only like 18, 20 spots. And I was like, bet, I got it. They opened up. Applications opened up. 3 days later, I go on there and I try to apply. And then nothing pops up. And I'm like, yo, what the hell? I call up the school. And I'm like, hey, I tried to apply for the barber program. Nothing's popping up. What do I do? Lady on the phone goes, oh, if it's not popping up on the application, that means it's already full. And I'm like, hey, yo, bullshit. So I pull up there, I go to the the admissions office, walk in, talk to the lady, and they're like, yes, sir, it's full. I apologize. If you'd like, we can put you on the wait list. Keep in mind, around this point, it was like late February. It was late February, early March. And then she's like, oh, I can put you on the wait list. But the wait list, it's full until August 2026. Bro, what? So I'm like, okay, those two out of the picture. But I do not give up because I'm a fucking dog. I'm a beast. And in the back of my mind, I'm like, no, I'm going to make this work. I do not care. This is what I want to do. I've already established that. So, Florida does not allow apprenticeships. But Alabama does. And I live just a few minutes from the state line in Alabama. So I fill out some applications to try to get an apprenticeship in Alabama. And then how it works over there is you have to apply for an apprenticeship. And then once you get accepted to be eligible to get an apprenticeship, it is your job to find a barbershop that will hire you as an apprentice. Does that make sense? So I applied online to be an apprentice. I filled out this application, blah, blah, blah. And it was like, it should take anywhere from 2 to 4 weeks to get my results back. And it took 7 weeks and I got fucking declined. It said no. Like, no, you cannot be an apprentice in Alabama. And I'm just like, bro, what? Like, why? And it was $150 fucking dollars. I paid $150 to fill out this application to be eligible to get an apprenticeship in Alabama, and I got declined. So then I was like, okay, bro, like, I was kind of lost. I didn't really know what I was going to do. My first thought was like, okay, let me graduate. I'm going to graduate, and I'm not expected to graduate till May 2026. Like, May 2026, you know? So I'm like, okay, I'm going to graduate, and then work, and then maybe take out a $15,000 loan and go. But it's like, I don't know. I didn't want to do that. You know? So then around March. The end of March comes around. It was like the last weekend of March. About a month later, me and my girlfriend do break up. And then we did get back together. But anyway, me and my girlfriend we were broken up for about 6 weeks, like 5-6 weeks. And then during that time that we were broken up, I was like, you know what, like, I don't have anything holding me down here. I don't have anything in Pensacola. It's just my family, which I have a very, very, very big family. But at this point, I was just like, you know what, like, I'm gonna move to South Carolina. South Carolina, they allow apprenticeships. You don't have to go to school in South Carolina. You can get an apprenticeship, which is exactly what I'm doing, and then I'm allowed to make money. Like in Florida, you're not allowed to make money you're not allowed to make money. You have to go to school, you have to get your license, and then you can go to a barbershop. As an apprentice, you're allowed to go to a barbershop and cut hair for money. And then during this time, I'm going to be racking up training hours, like OJT, on-the-job training hours. And then I have to get 1,900 hours. And then from there, I can do my state board. And then once ever I pass my state board, I'm officially licensed. So I was like, bet, that's what I'm gonna do. I started DMing people. I DM'd 5 barbershops a day. I DM'd 5 barbershops a day for like 3 weeks. And then keep in mind, like, some of these people, some of them would answer me that day of. Some of them would answer like a month later. Some of them are answering me a week later. And then I'm fortunate enough to get an apprenticeship at this place called Jungle Cuts in Charleston, South Carolina. And one of the people I DM'd was this gentleman called Colo. His name was Colo. Colo FX Studio was a barbershop. And he put me on. He was like, yo, I'm not currently taking an apprentice right now, but hit up Jungle Cuts. She's a friend of mine. She might be. Hit her up. So I hit her up. I DM her. She calls me like the next day. We have a great conversation, blah, blah, blah. So I get her. I get 4 barbershops total that I was talking to. So I make a trip to South Carolina. It was like in May or June. It was in June. And then I actually go to South Carolina, and then while I'm in Charleston, I visit 5 barbershops or 4 barbershops. And I talk to them, let them know my situation. And then I am just so beyond grateful to have Sean. Sean, I don't know if you're watching this, you know, Sean, you may be. Sean's about to be my boss. She's about to be she's the owner of the barbershop that I'm starting in 6 days. Sean, if you're watching this, I thank you so much. I am beyond grateful for this opportunity that you have given me. Because I promise you, I'm about to do great fucking things, and I'm so excited. I am so excited. I'm so excited. It is my first step in my journey. And yeah, I mean, I refused to not do this, you know what I'm saying? It got to a point where, and people don't understand, you know, for you hear these people say like, oh, whenever people start to not understand you, that is whenever you know you're in the right direction. And about a month ago, it has gotten to that point. I tell people I'm moving to Charleston to get my barber license. I'm moving to Charleston to start a new chapter. I'm moving to Charleston to start an apprenticeship to get my license. And people do not get it. They were like, why? Why are you doing that? And it's like, that's what happens whenever you refuse to do anything else. I'm still getting my degree because I'm a fucking beast. I'm still getting my degree. All my classes are online. But yeah, man, like, I was just working 2 jobs, bro. I worked 2 jobs. I worked like 15 to 18 hours at a property management company. I was doing marketing for them. And I was working like 20 to 25 hours as a bar back at a Hilton on Pensacola Beach. And then I was cutting hair 2 days a week. I was cutting hair Tuesdays and Saturdays. And these past few months, my Tuesdays and Saturdays were booked. I mean, I was cutting 8, 10, 11 heads a day, every Tuesday and every Saturday, charging $20 a cut. And then, yeah. And it was been to this morning. Honestly, this past like week has been pretty hard. But this morning was dead ass. It was the hardest goodbye, the hardest thing I think I've ever had to do. I mean, I have a big, beautiful, wonderful family. I mean, I have 35, 45 cousins that live in Pensacola. I have a bunch of aunts and uncles. I have a beautiful grandma. I have a wonderful, my mom has a wife. I have a beautiful, 2 moms here that I reside with. I have 2 pets, a cat and a dog. I have a wonderful, a beautiful girlfriend. And I love her so much. I've never been in love before. Claire, if you're watching this, I mean, giving you a hug goodbye this morning, it was awful, yet so beautiful. I mean, I don't know, but, as I'm talking now, like, I was obviously crying a bunch this morning and crying a bunch this past week. But now that I'm here talking out loud, it's like, how grateful am I to have a family that supports me like they do. Like, how grateful am I as a person to have these feelings and to be so sad to leave. Like, how grateful am I to have this family who loves me so much, that supports me so much, that I am sitting there bawling my eyes out because I'm leaving. Like, how grateful am I to have a father in Charleston to be able to move in with so I don't have to pay rent for a little while. How grateful am I to have Sean, to have Jungle Cuts, to take a chance on me to work with her barbershop, to work at her barbershop. How grateful am I to have the opportunity to move to Charleston, to be able to charge what I want. I'm charging $35 to cut hair. I gotta pay chair rent, like, it's fine. I have to pay chair rent. How grateful am I to have the privilege to go 9 hours away to charge $35 in a new city. Everybody in Charleston charges 50, 60 bucks, 50, 60 plus. And I'm walking up in that bitch charging 35. If I go back to Pensacola and try to charge $35 as a beginning barber, boy, what the hell, boy? People are gonna look at me like, you're fucking insane. Get the fuck out of here. You don't know, like, $35. Yeah, right, boy. But it's like, no, like, I'm doing it. I'm doing this shit. I'm 3 hours into my trip. Like, just like pulling up to Tallahassee right now. And I am starting. It is the beginning. It's a new chapter, and I'm so excited. These past few days have been so emotional. Today was so emotional. I have never cried. I have not cried that much. I have not cried that much in probably like 5-6 years whenever my grandpa passed away. Like, it was about 6:30 this morning. I wake up about 4:30 this morning because I have to go pee, and I've been awake since. I wake up at like 4 o'clock this morning. I wake to go piss, and I shit you not, I just immediately started crying. Comes about 6:45, 7 a.m. My mom and April are getting ready for work. I'm chilling with my pets. I walk into my room. My girlfriend's sitting on my bed, and I look at her, and I'm like, her name's Claire Hood. Fucking love you. We are not together. I don't know. It's complicated right now. But I look at Claire at the edge of my bed. She's laying down. I look at her and I'm like, Claire, I cannot stop crying. Like, I can't. I stop crying for 30 seconds and it just starts again, and it is awful. That's why I got glasses on. I usually wear contacts. I got my glasses on because whenever I have my contacts in and I start crying, them shits fall out. But anyway, Monday, September 1st, it is the start of officially day 1 in a barbershop. My first day as an apprentice. My first day of officially making money. My first day of the start of my career. And I'm so fucking excited. I'm so fucking excited. It's gonna be a grind. This whole entire month of September. So I'm grateful enough to have my boy coming with me. My boy, he owns his own company. He started a company whenever he was 18 years old in Pensacola, and he owns a property management company. He started that whenever he was 18. Over the past 5 years, he has went from managing zero properties to 18. So he manages 18 vacation homes. He does not own any of them. He does not own a single home. He simply manages them. Like, they're all short term. They vacation. They're on Airbnb, all in Pensacola Beach, all in Perdido Key. Anyway, he is taking that and trying to scale it in Charleston with me, which I am beyond grateful for, because I am so glad that I don't have to come here by myself. I'm so glad. And I was telling him my plan. I was like, bro, this is what I got to do to get my license. And he was like, shit, bro. Like, I might come too, you know? Like, I was able to pull up 17. I was able to build this company to 17 properties managed. Let's see what I can do in Charleston, motherfucker. So he decided to come with, and which I'm very grateful for. We're going to be on our grind, man. Like, a lot of my friends, a lot of our friends, my girlfriend, my mom, they probably think that we're coming here like, oh, we're about to go out, meet a bunch of people. Like, fuck no. I'm about to be a monk. We're about to be monks. We are going to Charleston, and we are putting our head down, and we are running. And I refuse to do anything else. The entire month of September, my birthday is September, or his birthday is September 11th. My birthday is September 28th. I'm about to work 10 hours a day, 7 days a week, the whole entire month of September, except for September 12th and except for September 29th. Because those 2 days, we're going to go out, obviously we're going to go out those 2 days. But, other than that, I'm not doing anything. I'm about to grind, I'm about to cut hair, I'm about to post on social media, I'm about to vlog, I'm about to market, I'm about to run ads, I'm about to walk around, pass business cards. I'm going to do whatever I fucking can to... I give myself 2 months. I give myself 3 months. 90 days. You give me 90 days to start making $5,000 a week. And that is the start. That is just the start. Give myself 1 year. I'm going to be making $10,000 a week. Or $10,000 a month. $10,000 a month. 1 year from this week. Mark my fucking words. Mark my words right now. Mark my words right now. It is going to happen. It is going to happen. And I cannot wait. Anyway, sorry I got off topic. That is my barber journey. 16 months ago, I did my first haircut. May 4th, 2024. May 4th, 2024 is my first ever haircut. Today is August 26th, 2025. September 1st, 2025 is my first day at a barbershop. Anybody can do it. Be delusional. Do whatever the fuck you want. Put your mind. Don't take shit from nobody. Don't sit around and wait. Do it. Take action. Please. Please. Ah! Fuck! Let's go. I can do anything with God by my side, baby. Let's get it.